Let's check back with Chief Meteorologist Dan Sionk. And Dan, these longer days, I think people are really enjoying these, especially the sunsets as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to run some errands around 5 or 6 o'clock at night, having a little bit of light in the sky certainly is helpful for that. But as we take a look at a live look from Carmel tonight, we still see some light in the sky. It is 6:11 p.m. currently. We have a few low clouds out there as well this evening as the sun has set about 40 minutes ago or so, 45 minutes ago. And really still a nice night out there, but a few low clouds have been popping up on the south and east shores of the bay and will linger and probably expand a little bit as we head to the overnight hours. We see them on our high cloud or our night cloud tracker here. That little yellow patch from about Salinas to Monterey will probably expand a little bit. Otherwise, a few high clouds passing through and a pretty clear night after a nice day here on the central coast. The bigger picture reveals the area of low pressure that brought us some showery weather over the last couple of days is moving out, and the ridge behind it building in. And so we look at our upper level map. I'm going to show you this upper level chart, and just keep in your mind when you start to see the yellows and oranges, this is meaning warmer temperatures aloft and really corresponds with high pressure aloft, and thus blocking all of the weather systems. And as we take a look at our pattern all the way through the weekend, all of a sudden we're at Saturday, we're still seeing this big ridge of high pressure here on the west coast. It's building even stronger all the way up into British Columbia. And with that happening, it really is just going to shut off any chance of seeing a storm. Not that we've seen anything so far in January anyway, outside of a couple of weak systems, but this is really going to close things down for probably a week or two for especially us here on the central coast. We head into next week. You can see it expands a little bit, moves back to the west a bit, and then it scoots back to the east a bit by midweek next week. But its specific location doesn't matter as much other than the fact that it's going to be blocking storm systems. As we head toward the end of next week, you can see maybe a little trough tries to dig in, and that could bring some precipitation back to the region, but we're almost looking at 14 days out from that type of situation happening. So in the meantime, we're just going to see some nice weather. It'll be cold at night with dry air in place, but warm during the afternoons. Futurecast is showing some low clouds and a little bit of fog around the bay tonight, but offshore flow is going to set up overnight. We'll notice it mostly over the hills, but we may see it down into the valleys as well. And it's going to work against any of those low clouds and fog by tomorrow morning. That's not to say it'll all be gone by tomorrow morning. I think we could still see a little bit of patchy low cloud cover around the bay, but the offshore flow is going to be working against that. And I think during most of the day tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of sunshine. There's a chance of just a couple low clouds near the coast as we head into the evening hours, but generally a pretty nice day tomorrow. Temperatures will be just a touch warmer than today. I think even though our general air temperatures aren't going to be all that different, the reason I'm saying that is the air should be drier tomorrow, so it doesn't take quite as much energy to warm dry air. When there's moisture in the air, it takes some more heat to actually warm that air up. So here's what we're looking at tomorrow for highs. 63 in Santa Cruz, 61 in Capitola, 60s in the mountains, lows in the 30s in the valleys overnight. So definitely a chilly start to the day, but it'll be nice during the afternoon. Very seasonable, if you will. Low to mid 60s from Watsonville to Salinas. Hollister tomorrow in the low 60s. Even back to the Bay Shore will be in the 60s. Monterey Peninsula all in the 60s as well. How about 61 in Monterey? Pretty seasonable. A little bit warmer in Carmel at 64. And we may see a few mid-60s down south, but don't expect it to get much warmer than that tomorrow. Those temperatures will be coming later in the week. So let's take a look at that. We'll start with the coast. This is for coastal cities and cities near the coast, including Salinas and Watsonville and all coastal cities. So lots of sunshine really through the rest of the week. Low temperature staying a little bit on the cool side, but highs heading upward will be above normal by Thursday, and by Saturday we could be looking at widespread low 70s on the coast. So some very warm temperatures, some cooling possible early next week with some onshore flow returning. But other than that, inland areas looking really nice too. Lots of sunshine, no rain in that forecast probably for the next week or two. The pattern looks very dry and it looks very nice outside.